Robert Smith, Three Imaginary Boys. Walk across the garden, in the footsteps of my shadow. See the lights out, no one's home, in amongst the statues. Stare at nothing in the garden moves. Can you help me? Close my eyes and hold so tightly, scared of what the morning brings, waiting for tomorrow never comes. Deep inside the empty feeling, all the night time leaves me. Three imaginary boys. Slipping through the door, hear my heartbeat in the hallway echoes, round and round inside my head, drifting up the stairs. I see the steps behind me, disappearing. Can you help me? Close my eyes and hold so tightly, scared of what the morning brings, waiting for tomorrow never comes. Deep inside, the empty feeling, all the night time leaves me. Three imaginary boys sing in my sleep, sweet child. Sleep, sweet child, the moon will change your mind. See the cracked reflection standing still before the bedroom mirror over my shoulder, but no one's there. Whispers in the silence, pressing close behind me. Pressing close behind me. Can you help me? Can you help me? Alright, enough poetry now. Let's get straight to the arts.
Amúgy ez kurva finom.
Kommentelj kellett befögned a streamembe! Hát ilyen nincs. That's it! Okay, I'm not sure now if I should stream anymore. Because one specific bear killed the killed the mood. Silly. By the way, technical difficulties, how lovely they are. Shit. This is not how it's supposed to look like.
No, because you turned it off.
Did I? Yeah.
You're welcome.
I did. Oh dear God, not. That's the end. Hi, I'm Pete. Welcome to the stream. Hello, everyone. Another art and chill stuff. Again.
And then again, again.
And again, and again, and again, and again, and again! Yeah, decided to come up with three imaginary boys. Sorry if I messed it up. The occasion for it this time is the fun fact that although tomorrow I will stream with B-Rex, it's not gonna be art related nor anything related to the cure, so in advance I decided to come up with this little poetic read up I do nowadays with Peter, and did, and decided to cure up myself for the occasion. So this is how my general gothic outlook looks like. It's very simple, copies from the Cure of course, except for the lips. So yeah, it's a curious stream today. And since
Curious.
Cure, yes. So yeah, I got too curious nowadays. I thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Although I know I messed it up, but did you like it?
Yeah.
Thank you. Anywho,
And first is like,
what the fuck, woman? So anyway, I can talk a lot about for the cure when it comes to art and myself in general. So where is Spotify again? Sorry for the off topic. I came too late and I was disintegrated.
But she loved it.
Bro,
What?
dude,
Dude.
what are you talking about?
I mean, being disintegrated and such.
Spidey's happiness scream made me curious about my ear's current state. Sorry, bro, I didn't mean to. Sorry, fella. You know, it was
Ears are for the weak.
Yeah, ears are for the weak. Ears are for the weak. Anywho, let's pop something for art. How about some? Since it's a Cure stream, why not listening to the Cure? Or some Banshees? No matter, I was also laughing my ass off. That's cool. Alright. So, I haven't finished my last piece because I messed up the artwork, I mean the line art. So I had to rework it again, and it was a hellish night, to be honest, looking back, because I shouldn't have drank coffee. Here goes distraction. Oh.
What? I was talking with the cat.
I know. This CUREous looks great though. Thank you! I used a little aerosol to fix my hair. And jelly, or hair gel. Not sure how it's called. And of course I used eyeliner, pencil eyeliner, and a little eyeshadow. I could have gone for a very dark tone on my eyes, but I didn't want to look too dark, so I chose to pick up a sort of makeup that was applied on Robert back in the Head on the Door era. If you're watching Between Days video, then you know what I'm talking about. It's a very solid makeup, not that wild that came around 2004 or back in the pornography days.
This is bloody tasty. What?
Glad you like it. Too bad I couldn't find any strawberry ones. But, like you said, I should have checked at the other shop. So where were we? Oh, the flowers. I started to color the flowers. And
Oh yeah. I'm eating chocolate.
people frequently ask me if I use fake eyelashes after looking at my eyes. Wow, are your eyelashes that long?
Welcome to the club.
You heard the bear. You heard the bear. And speaking of Cure, I also thinking about reading Charlotte Sometimes aloud someday, but I'm not sure if I should do it in stream or just in private and upload it on YouTube. Or if I'm a girl, dude, I mean, you don't tell me. People looked at you and they thought you were a girl? I mean, I know the story from someone else that this happened to him, I'm not mentioning his name, he knows who he is. You know him too, yes. And in his case, I can understand. But in your case, not really. Why? Also, maybe I should leave Spotify and switch to YouTube because I hate the commercials on Spotify still.
Commercials!
Commercials! As critics would
Commercials.
say. Bye bye, Spotify. Say hi to YouTube. Cool. Much better.
Oh yeah, and I tried out
Hmm?
Genshin Impact today.
And what are your impressions about Genshin?
It's cool. It's seriously like Breath of the Wild.
Hmm.
Yeah.
By the way, literally, we went to Shiofok once. It's a lovely place. Grandma was coming through us with his two nephews and said, "Come, dear, let's not bump into the little girl." Was your hair this long? Or I still don't get it. How could they mix you up as a girl? Dude. I mean, sure, there are boys around who look a bit feminine in face, but they are still boys. Duh.
Dude, don't worry. Same with the eyelashes, and some women are jelly of my hair.
But it's curly.
That's why.
Well, speaking of being jelly, some people are jelly for my hair, which I'm still ruining because I love the Cure and I love being a goth. A little goth, because I'm not the traditional goth, you see. I just love being goth in my own way. No, my former classmates also thought I was a girl at the very first.
Ow.
Poor fella. Ah, poor you. I really feel sorry for you, bro.
Bruh.
No bras.
But that was a bra moment.
Yeah. It was.
I'm hurting. In a good way.
You mean you were in pain?
Yes. And I kind of love it.
Well, you yourself said when I came home that you worked out, so
No pain, no gain.
yeah, that's what I was about to say to you. Okay, why is this? Oh, the top of the leaf. It has a hole. Seems like YouTube doesn't know the term of Friday. Thanks, I couldn't believe I could shapeshift between genders for a short period of time. You know, there is that Face app, if I'm not mistaken,
Yes.
and well, what do you know? Maybe somewhere deep inside you're a girl. I have no problems with both genders. I mean, I like making friends. Let it be black or white, men or women, girls or boys.
You're black or white.
Hey, let's not get off the subject, okay?
Sorry.
I mean, today is for the Cure and Robert Smith. Maybe I am 50 chance. Oh shit, maybe he is a trap. But in which way? Okay, I guess these are the green things. So, since it's a cure day, how would you like to hear some stories related to that? Not sure how much I told before on my streams, besides the very fact that I was heavily inspired by The Cure when it comes to Lullaby Town, and I still do. But I have lots of stories to tell. Okay.
Sorry, but I have to say nice.
Why?
The tortoise and the hare. You know, the Disney cartoon.
Mm-hmm. What about it?
Which is Disney Animation Classic Volume 4. So, its runtime is 69 minutes.
You perv!
No!
Yeah!
Come on.
You are!
Don't be like that.
You are.
Come on.
You are.
Come on.
I'll do it!
Do it. Come on.
Ah, someday. Someday. I know you can tell us anything. So, you might have noticed that I have a little bit of obsession with the spiders as, well, not just creatures but my own imaginary species, fantasy species, if you can.
Species.
Tongue twister! How do you say it again?
Species.
Species. Oh dear God, I haven't heard it like that before. Thank you anyway. Sorry for my English, it's not perfect, it seems. So yeah, it's a very unique species I made in the world of Imaginarium. We are working together with my hobby. And basically they are humans with spider traits, but it's not your average Peter Parker thingy. Twang, Tisht. Wait, what?
Fish tank, what?
Not fish tank. Poor Peter has troubles with the tongue twister. So, where was I again? Oh yeah. So in general, the spiders were heavily inspired by The Cure, and spiders as creatures are very reoccurring or returning creatures in my life. There used to be, and there still are, days when I just bump into one out of nowhere, and I sometimes take it as a sign. They often happen when I'm very unhappy with the state of my art, and I crush myself into bits. I have a bad habit of having low self-esteem and self-consciousness when it low self-consciousness. I don't know what it's called, but what I mean to say is that I don't believe in myself.
But believe in yourself.
Low self-confidence. Yeah, that's it. That's the word. That's what I was looking for. Yes.
But believe in yourself. Yourself. Yourself!
Yeah. So yeah.
Things can happen if you believe in yourself.
Darling, can I talk?
Sorry.
So, where was I again? Oh yeah, spiders. So, sometimes they are just popping out of nowhere, and when I see a spider, I always wonder if life wants to message me something about Lullaby Town or my arts, and I believe that sometimes it does because once I take the spider symbol seriously, that I should do something, they are always coming along positively in results. So I always keep aware these spider symbols. Either it's a cobweb or a web string in the air or the spider itself. I always keep it to myself and be aware of it that there is something around in according to Lullaby Town. And speaking of Lullaby Town, I think you might have guessed that these little critters, well, not really critters because they are people, um, they were heavily inspired by the Cure's Lullaby. I originally wanted to make my own spider people, but at first there were only two. I like to call them as the Adam and Eve of Lullaby Town because they were the first spiders I created, and they are basically a couple of black widows. How ironic, because black widows tend to kill each other after mating. So, I created those two back when I was working on another project called Dream Savers, and I wanted to make nightmarish creatures based on common nightmares. And of course, one of the common nightmares or phobias, to be more exact, is connected to spiders. And I used to be arachnophobic myself as well. And now you might ask, what changed my mind? How come I became this much of a lover of the spiders? Well, the thing is that I changed my view on spiders during a hide and seek game with my cousins. It was. I have troubles with tongue twisters even if I plucking write them. By the way, fun fact, those 8-legged insects walk on 8 legs and have 8 legs because they were born with 8 legs. Thanks for the basic information, Pete. Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah. So, going back again to the topic, these spiders were, I mean, going back to the main topic again, before I get distracted. So, I happened to play hide and seek with my cousins, and my nephew and I were about to hide away from my niece. And we decided to hide away in the corn stacks, dried corn stacks to be exact. And I remember that it was cold. I'm not sure if it was autumn or spring, but if my memory serves well, it might have been. It was autumn. Yeah, it was autumn. So we decided to hide away in these stacks, and there were like 4 or 5 stacks in a row, and they were well tied together, so it was a bit hard to separate all the pieces of corns to get inside and make a little tent for each other to hide away. So I first wanted to hide away from my niece, and my nephew and I decided to hide in these corns. My nephew said that he is helping me to hide away in the corns, in the corns, corn stacks, and he helped me to get through one of them. I luckily managed to get inside and make a fixed spot within the stack. And after I made myself comfortable inside the stack, my nephew closed in the stack altogether, so it looks like it wasn't touched at all and nobody is there. A few minutes after he and I hid away in the stacks, my niece came into the garden where the corn stacks were, and he was looking for us. I mean, she was looking for us. I heard her coming closer and closer to the stack I was hiding in, when suddenly I felt something crawling on the back of my hand. I slowly looked there, and I saw a tiny little spider crawling there, and I was freaking out in my mind. Oh my god, there's a spider! It's not good, it's not good. And then I was like, I want to win that game, but not on the cost that my niece is going to win. And so I strengthened myself and decided to let the spider go and crawl away wherever it wants to, hoping that it won't bite. And somehow, miraculously, but I guess I just did not make any harm to the spider, it crawled away from my hand to my popcorn. Sorry, off topic. Enjoy your popcorn then. So, where was I? Oh yeah. So the spider crawled away from my hand and crawled right onto my legs, and after that it decided to go let itself go from my leg and crawl away on the ground. And these minutes, although these were only a few minutes, it felt like eternity for me as a child with arachnophobia, and somehow I managed to win the hide and seek game. My niece gave up searching for us, and my nephew and I crawled out from the corn stacks and eventually won the game. And on that day, I learned that not all spiders are that terrible. So that's how I became friends with the smaller ones, as small as, well, the one I was freaking out is almost as small as this little bead here. So it's not kind of a big thing. And that is the story of how Spidey became Spidey. Not just yet. That was just my first part of dealing with my arachnophobia. Actually, my whole arachnophobia started out during watching the CUREous Lullaby music videos. So, but what were you expecting? In the music video, you can see a tarantula as big as your hand. Well, my hand at least, all together with its legs like spread like this big. Not sure how big is a tarantula, or do I want to hold one someday. So yeah, that's how I became friends with the small spiders, and whenever I see one or feel one crawl on me, I'm just like, hey, hello little fella. I let it go around and crawl on my hand. Sometimes I tend to, well, I'm not sadistic, but I just love examining them and studying them, how they crawl around, spin web around my hand and such. But after a while, I always put them down to a bush or something. Sing me a lullaby, please. Robert disappears. Guess you're fucked up! Actually, there's a story about that lullaby as well. For fun fact. That lullaby was inspired either by Mary Howitt's The Spider and the Fly, or what is common among Cure fans is the theory that Robert, as a child, always had lullabies and dark stories, horror stories told by his father every night before bedtime. And one of them was the infamous Spider-Man we hear in Lullaby. Hi, Uvu! Hello, Zaki! Welcome to the stream! How are ya? Welcome to a little Cure-ish stream. Pop up some Cure music if you like. Because... and Peter got Uvu'd. So yeah, this is how Lullaby was born, and thanks to Lullaby I made my own spiders. But let's not carry it along too far. I became Spidey like... this year is 2021. Oh, which year was it? It was around 2013. Around 2030 I changed names, if I'm not mistaken, but to make it sure, I remember that I changed my name in 2014 because I got sick of everything I had as an artist name, and I decided to do something that really connects me. Virex and I were working on a site, a Hungarian journal-like site on Gportal, Gportal for Englishers, and everyone had their own little names there, and nicknames and whatnot, but mine was just a Veep. I was IH internship before and ICO, and I was sick of it. Uvu and Ovo are kinds of viruses that make every other virus cute. Yeah, Uvu for everyone. So, where was I again? Oh yeah. So basically, I changed my name to Spidey because I love spiders. I just got to love those little critters, and moreover, I don't know why, but those creatures are still... I attract them, and they attract me, or I don't know how to put it into words, but anywhere I go, there is something spider related whenever I go. Sometimes. Not all the times, just sometimes. No more off-topic comments, sorry. Wait then, what was this? Wait! Bro. So, where was I again? Pete, I hate you. So, I changed it to Spidey, but at first I was 8-bit Spider, I remember that, because I was really known back then for being a retro-spirited kind. I wasn't really fan of anything of the current trends. I am still not, but I tend to see good stuff here and there of today's menu, and talking about music or video games or whatnot, but some are not really my taste. And I kinda got stuck in between the 80s, the 90s, and the early 2000s. I believe those times were the, well, more peaceful ones, I believe, where everything was a bit easier, not that chaotic like today. But can you feel the sunshine? Honey, if you want to, open up the window. Oh, you're listening to that, okay. Viraximus, do not make me groove already, it's just 7 o'clock. Look, Pete, if you feel like, go and dance. No one's going to, scold you or whatnot. just enjoy the music. I'm currently listening to some Cure mixes, what YouTube recommends. It's shuffling between lots of albums right now as we speak. Okay, so I have these yellows. Maybe I should put some blues. Oh, we have blues already. Blue flowers. How about some reds or pinks? There is no way I'm breaking my Cure album streak now. I think they are one of the most underrated bands in the world, if you ask me. Oh, by the way, I became a huge fan as time passed by, but ever since I was a child, that band was always in my playlist, no matter where I go, no matter where I went. I got to know them through my parents, but mostly because of my father. Um, he used to record VHS tapes, and there were, well, back in the good old days, there were MTV weekends, and during these weekends, there used to be deemed weekend, like ACDC weekend, or ABBA weekend, or Rock of Monsters weekend, you name it. There were lots of themes that changed every time, or if something important happened in the history of music, like hate to say that it's sad, like for example the passing away of Freddie Mercury of the Queen, um, then that specific weekend was bearing with actuality. You're right, I'm currently listening through 17 seconds. So, um, talking about weekends, I remember that my father recorded the Cure weekend, only just a part of it, not too much, and it was a compilation of music videos from the Cure, of course, the very bizarre and strange world of their music and their music videos as well. Um, Looking back, I don't know what really attracted me as a kid for those music videos, but I believe there was some kind of charm that attracted me back then and wanting to see and hear more and more as time passed by. I still have that tape in my possession, and I wish to digitalize it someday so I can show it to the big world. And there are also archives in a YouTube channel. Not sure what's the name though, but I can recall that there were some of the archives I have also in my possession of that specific VHS tape. Like for example, the first show when the band showed up in the US and performing Just Like Heaven back in 19. Which year was that? 1986 maybe, or 88, not sure though, in the year, but it was a VMA event where they popped up. So I used to listen to that VHS tape a lot and watched it as a kid, and I really like the Cure's music a lot, although my family didn't have too much music by them in their possessions. We had 1986 meetings. Search it up, Pete, if you would like to. I think I have it saved on my playlist, but I'm not sure about it. I'm not sure about it right now. So, going back again, I remember that I played that tape a lot of times. So much that some parts were, well, how to put it into words? The picture quality and the sound quality in a few parts distorted due to the so many times I've rewinded it and stopped it and rewinded. I mean, fast forward it. For example, that lullaby a lot. Um, and that's all I can recall for now about that tape. And going back to the cure, I started to say that we didn't have too much albums in our possessions at home. I think we had Disintegration, um, Mixed Up, and the Cure Show live album, and that's it. Oh, one more, Kiss Me. We also had Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me, and that's all about it. Not too much albums by them, which is sad because they are really a great band. I can't emphasize it enough. I'm a huge fan of them. So yeah, um, their music was a returning thing in my life as well. And to be honest, I don't really mind because there were times they saved me, both mentally and uh, just mentally. Yeah, they saved me, and they can't stop inspiring me. I discovered them early on. I could listen to Cure during my school trips instead of double cherry pass. Well, it's okay. You are not too late discovering them, Peter. I think I showed you around with the band. I've shown everything I could, although there are nooks and crannies I haven't turned up as well, like lots of interviews and behind the scenes. But it takes some time to get there, and I'm happy that I know a lot already from them. I remember that when I was a child, I first listened to the Kiss Me album in full during a school trip, and they are not my fondest of memories. Not because I didn't like the album, but I remember that. Well, it's gonna be a bit personal, but I don't mind sharing it. Um, I'm pretty sure there are some of you guys out there who were bullies. I mean, bully victims, like myself. And I remember that during the school trip, um, boys and girls liked to listen to shitty music I didn't like back then. Think Kerosene, Britney Spears, whatever the trends were in the late 90s. I was a retro spirited kind back then as well. I don't get me wrong, there were good songs I liked back then, but not all of them. And I remember that I turned the volume up very high to listen only to that album because I wanted to enjoy that, not the shitty music that my classmates decided to pop up. And I remember that during during what was that song? If only tonight we could sleep. I broke down and cried because I couldn't enjoy the album I wanted to, and my classmates were laughing at me. So, and I remember that I listened to the whole album during the trip with little, with little to more success, and I remember that I felt really sad when I first heard 1,000 hours on that album, and that is one of the many songs that still make me cry if I hear it. And it's also a good therapy song for me if I want to cry and feel I should cry because there were times I had to or I couldn't. So in general, my golf being was in its seed back then. It's just that it couldn't bloom because don't even start. My classmates listen to Despacito and bells at max volume in the bus, or if not them, at least one person. Honestly, I could ground pound their speakers and put in something that is actually music. Shadow Hunter, hiya Shadow, welcome to the stream, and it's getting dark. Oh, no wonder why. Clouds are coming. It's gonna rain again. I'll be right back. I'll make some light. Just a second.
Let there be light.
Sound!
Drums.
Guitars! Ah! Let there be rock! Off topic, AC/DC. Let there be rock. That's a good song, by the way. So, I remember listening to The Cure a lot of times when I was a child. It's just that I didn't have too much selection to be listened to from my family's library. So what is going on? Today is a special Cure stream, as you can see. Cure stream. I'm listening to The Cure as I'm doing some art. I remember blasting head lyrics to Mulatos. Oh dear God, you're sick! You are sick, fucker. Oh God, Zaki. So, basically this is not, back to Shadow, this is not my, how should I say, basic outlook when I stream. This is just a special occasion because tomorrow is going to be my favorite, I think we can call him artist's birthday. I also look up to and find him as a, although he says he's not a great role model, but as an artist I really do look up to him, and it's none other but Robert Smith. He and his music with The Cure inspired me to draw and create lots of things. Even this specific piece you can see here, this one, is also referring a Cure song or two. It's just that I didn't add the lyrics yet. And also my outlook is really Cure-ish. I mean, the messy hair, the eyeshadow, the eyeliner in general, and this is just the way I celebrate his birthday in myself, quietly. Wait, it will be 21st tomorrow. Shit, I forgot. Yeah, 21st tomorrow is going to be the special day. It's just that then B-Rex and I will stream a game and not art. So I decided to do it in advance. I started the stream with a, well, poetic read aloud with reading Three Imaginary Boys by Robert Smith, which is a song from Boys Don't Cry or Three Imaginary Boys, the first, very first Cure album. And I kind of messed it up because I couldn't prepare well, but I think I made it well. So yeah, The Cure saved me a lot of times when I was either a child or a teenager. During my teenage years, I remember listening to them a lot of times, but I wasn't really aware how much they will leave me, how much impression they will leave on me later on. Also on a personal level, I remember that I listened to Disintegration on a not too happy moments of mine. I remember that I cried a lot during listening to it because I was about to break up with a then boyfriend of mine, but I couldn't say no to him, and it hurt me. Mount Robert is an amiibo costume into Super Mario Maker and suffer. Nah, we are not gonna do that. Also, um, I always liked being a goth. I always wanted to be one. It's just that I couldn't really express myself. I was a tomboyish girl, and I still am. Um, Although I do wink at some ladies stuff now, like skirts and shoes and whatnot, but I'm still not 100% ladylike lady or woman or whatever you want to call it. I prefer to be myself. I'm more into other stuff than what other women are into in my generation. Others are into makeup, I'm more into art. Also, my generation, I'm pretty sure not all of them are listening to The Cure. At least not among my classmates. Ex classmates, to be fair and exact. So, yeah, The Cure kinda helped me to embrace my little goth inside. And nowadays I decided to put on eyeliner, and I don't know how, I just fell in love with it. It really makes me feel, I wouldn't say special because it's far from that, but boosts me in confidence a bit. Even though I'm not really a makeup-ish girl. So, yeah. And speaking of The Cure, um, I had this little project back in the days, Dream Savers, that I mentioned before, that I had an Adam and Eve Black Widow spider back then, but that was just two. Then I decided to take more um, spiders, so they won't be alone, just the two of them, but more. And as time went by, I made more and more and more and more spider people. And actually, I decided why not giving them a town to live in. And I was wondering what should the name be. At first, it was Twilight Garden, another reference of The Cure from a B-side song I love. And it was an underground place where they could hide, and it was full with gems and other beautiful things. And later on, I decided to move them up on the surface area. And then I decided, why not giving something that um, rings more bell to them and that fits them. So I decided to try wordplay, and that wordplay is still among with me, among us, and it's Lullaby Town. Hmm? What idea do you have in mind, Pete? I'm listening. Oh, I talked so much, I have to drink. Lightbulb breaks because He has no Switch online. Aww. Come on, don't be that sad. If you have an idea, feel free to tell. Unless you need a Switch for that. So, this is so sad. Arduino. Despacito.
What?
This is so sad. Arduino. Play Despacito.
Du-du-du-du.
No! It can be that Mario Maker 1 or 2 have Cure Music remix solos. Huh, now that's a good question. Although, if you would like to make some music, I recommend using Mario Paint's Melody Maker. I'm sure there is one specific software for that, although I don't know the name of it. And speaking of the Cure, I was very lucky that back in 2016 I could make my impossible wish come true. Actually, I got the news of the Cure touring in 2016 when I was in the UK, and Mario's early years preschool. Not just that, Mario Paint. So, when I was in the UK, I heard the news that The Cure is going to tour, so I was really happy to hear that, and I was looking forward purchasing a ticket for myself and of course for B-Rex because he got to know them too by the time. And we decided to talk about the tickets when the day of purchasing came. I remember that I didn't have too much pocket money back then, so I asked my mother kindly to buy two so I could get there, and I actually could pay her back later on because I had a summer job to do, and that's how I managed to get my hands on the tickets for myself and B-Rex. I also remember a lot for when it comes to that concert. It's just that I can't really embrace the feeling of the concert with words because that concert was so magical that everybody out there who was with me on that concert says that they cannot really put it into words what they felt during there because it was, well, the best word that could express the feeling of that whole concert is magical. The whole atmosphere was filled with positivity. The crowd was cheering the band all along, and as you can see, I'm speechless. I really can't tell too much. I remember that I had a really great time, and my feet was not my feet were not on the ground after a couple of songs. I remember that I felt like I was levitating during those songs. It was really a dream came true for me. And I remember that when I was getting ready for that concert, I did the same outlook as you see now. It's just that the weather wasn't too, well, it wasn't too good because it was windy, so unfortunately my head was low after I arrived, and I tried to fix it, but I couldn't save it. No, seriously, there is a game with this name. Anyway, if you've been at that concert, I would have an eargasm for hours and pass out. Why I wasn't there? Ah. Well, um, I had eargasm too during that concert, no doubt about it. But I remember that what was I about to say? I forgot what I wanted to say. Uh, so anyway, I really had a great time during that concert, and I remember that once it was over, I I was filled with so much positivity I could still fly. I felt like I could fly, and once I arrived at the accommodation and go to bed with B-Rex, I remember I broke down and cried. Literally, because I just felt like something was missing, and that positivity filled me so much that I just couldn't sleep. And I remember I was chatting with my Cure friend, and she almost said that she can't hold back her tears and she's missing the Cure already so bad. And I replied her back that I feel the same as well. Hmm, should change this flower. I would feel the same way. I also did that at March 31st night this year. Why? What happened then? Did I miss something? Oh! March 31st! Wasn't that the end of Mario? If I'm not mistaken. He died. Yeah, Mario. Mario died. I mean, the Mario Online games died. Yeah, that's a sad thing, but this is just out of our hands. It wasn't for us, it was for Nintendo's decision, you know? Well, of course not, but I feel sorry for the people who couldn't buy Mario 3D All Stars or play Mario 35. We are those people.
What with me?
We are the ones who didn't play Mario 35.
Oh,
Yeah. Mr. Iwata wouldn't have not allowed this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure about it that he would have changed plans all the way. This is just not the Nintendo we used to know.
you know what I'm actually sad about?
Hmm?
I couldn't watch Mario's public execution.
What?
You know, on the 31st of March.
Yeah?
Nintendo held Mario's public execution.
I'm sure they shut down Mario 35 and.
And discontinued Super Mario 3D All Stars.
Yeah. I know. That happened then.
Mario is dead. I mean, they are going to release Super Lego Super Luigi. So, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Nobody needs Mario anymore.
Hmm.
Release the Blue Hedgehog!
Sonic will have a better year.
Definitely.
I'm pretty sure about it. Hands
I mean-
down.
Just to tell you this,
Hmm?
Sega will release in the next 2 years 5 Sonic remakes
Wow!
and 2 totally new titles.
What about Mercs?
Mercs 2.
Hmm.
Sega is doing it. And I'm really hoping they won't fuck it up like Sonic Forces.
Well,
I'm going to give it a try, trust me. But I just really hope they just won't fuck it up like they did at the 50th anniversary.
yeah, let's hope for the best.
I mean, they released 3 titles on the on his 50th anniversary.
Hmm.
Do you want to know these titles?
Go on.
Sonic Genesis on the Game Boy Advance.
Mm-hmm.
It sucked.
Oh, I know that.
Sonic Riders. It was okay, I guess. But at least I enjoyed it. It's not one of the best racing games out there, but it was enjoyable, I think.
Hmm.
Sonic 06. And I told everything.
Let's not talk about that game. Although, I do want to play it with you.
Same. I do want to play Sonic 06.
With me?
Yeah, even with you. And
I mean, look how serious this!
I mean, I might even want to try to complete it. Just to know if it's worth it or not. And if we have the chance, stream it!
You heard the guy. Donate us a Sonic 06.
For PS3. Because if I buy a PS3, I would play that. I would play on it. No Xbox 360 version because I don't want to buy a Xbox 360 because there isn't much game at the moment that I'm interested in. I mean, on that system. But there are like 2 titles on that system that I want to try out someday.
Well,
One of them is Viva Pinata. I think it's
the piñatas.
yeah, I might give it a try. The other one is a hidden gem.
Uh-oh! I'm scared!
Okay, Metal Jesus is
It's not here.
okay. Whew. Okay, so we can calm down. Metal Jesus is not coming. It's probably a title that he knows. Okay, he's not coming. It's called Blue Dragon. It's a JRPG. And it was designed by Akira Toriyama. Yes.
Interesting.
Yes, and there was actually 2 titles in the franchise. The first one was on the Xbox 360, and the other one was on the Nintendo DS.
Huh.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, there might be other titles on that system that I want to give it a shot. But so far, it's only these 2. Oh, and let's not forget about some of the Kinect games actually. Just for fun. Like the Kinect adventures looked kind of amazing,
They looked okay.
and their central it's
Oh, don't even mention that game. You know how much I loved it. If you remember.
I think it was pretty good, and it recognized all of your movements.
Yep. Remember how much time I spent there?
Yes, I know. But there are the other titles.
Let's not.
Wingardium Leviosa!
You actually want to have that someday, or was it? Oh no, no, no! That wasn't on the Kinect. That was on the PlayStation Move, right? What we were planning to get. The potion one.
Oh, that was on the PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
PlayStation with PlayStation Move.
Hmm.
The Wonder Book,
Yeah.
which is basically an AR game.
Yeah.
But there are two titles that I actually want to try out on the system
Hmm.
with the Kinect. Dragon Ball Z Kinect,
Are you sure about that, honey?
Sonic Rewriters. Because I want my ears to bleed.
Idiot.
I mean, you know, the amazing blasting at full. Even though it's like the volume is at 10, but still blasting at full. And you know, pardon me.
Don't even mention that song.
And you know, you just turn the volume down because you knew it will rape your ears. You're standing in front of the TV, and then pardon me. And your ears will pop and bleed.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much.
I'm still kind of thinking what other titles on the Xbox 360 that I might try out someday. Oh yeah, there was a title called Cameo. Power of the Elements.
Cameo?
Yes.
Hmm.
It was the first title made by Rare on that console.
Wow.
Yeah. Nothing else actually that
Hmm.
I can think about. I mean, most of the titles that I'm interested in are multi-platforms.
Yeah, and that's all about it, to be honest. You don't have too much titles on the Xbox to try.
Well, Halo,
Meh,
Gears of War,
meh.
Forza Horizon.
Meh.
But then again, yeah, most of the titles that I am interested in are multi-platform titles.
I rather play a PlayStation because you have Guitar Hero there, and actually one of the Guitar Heroes have the CUREous Fascination Street.
And let's not forget that it has Sonic 06, Sonic Unleashed,
And tons of good titles.
Deadpool,
Mm-hmm.
Azura's Wrath. Katamari Damacy, Forever. And even the first party titles, God of War, Ratchet and Clank.
Jack and Dexter?
Yeah, I
Spooty?
think
Spyro?
I think there was a Jack and Dexter trilogy released on the PS3
Hmm.
because it was originally a PS2 series, and no, there were not any PlayStation 3 titles.
Hmm.
They just re-released it on the PS3. But there is the infamous series, Uncharted. You know, the Larry Croft.
Yeah. Kinect Adventures. We talked about it before, Pete.
Still thinking, don't worry. Infamous, Uncharted, Sly Cooper, Ratchet and Clank, Jack and Dexter, God of War, Killzone,
Not much left.
Twisted Metal. There was a Twisted Metal on the PS3.
I really can't think of any more games.
But still, there are more titles that I am interested in on that platform. I might even get another version of Mortal Kombat for the PS3. Because that version has Kratos,
Soul Calibur.
Soul Calibur, Tackle. There were a lot
Persona.
Persona.
Mm-hmm.
There was only a fighting game on that system, and even a dance game.
I don't know.
Oh, there was Persona 5 also.
See?
Yeah.
Also, I checked the gameplay box today. Just out of curiosity, what kind of titles are there?
Yes.
There was one Persona game.
Which one?
It was Persona 4, but there had a subtitle, a second title beside Persona 4. Something Battle? Not sure about it though.
The fighting game.
I guess so. Not sure about it.
I said Persona 4, not for 4-person.
Always ends.
Persona 4 Golden. Oh, it's not Persona 4 Golden.
Pardon?
Persona 4 Arena.
Yeah, I think that was that.
And the PS3's title was Arena Ultimax. It was a fighting game made by Arc System Works.
Mm-hmm.
The same guys who made Blaze Blue, Guilty Gear, Dragon Ball Fighters.
So it's gotta be good.
Yeah, it is.
It wasn't too pricey, to be honest, when I saw it.
But yeah, those were the titles. There are a lot of titles that I'm interested in on that system. But hey, someday soon.
Yeah. Someday. Someday.
Someday soon. Oh yeah, you mentioned Spyro.
Yeah.
I don't think there were any Spyro titles on the PS3. If there were, not the best ones.
How about Crash?
Definitely not. There were no Crash titles. And if there was one, it might be the Mind Over Mutant one, which is a piece of shit.
Yeah, I know that. You know, please don't kill me, I'm just suggesting things.
Yeah, I know, don't worry about it. Oh, and there was even the PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale on that system. And let's not forget about all the Dragon Ball titles, like Burst Limit, Raging Blast 1 and 2, Ultimate Tenkaichi Battle of Z. I think Battle of Z was released on PS3.
know only one for sure, and it's burst limit.
Not just that, but
And
yeah.
of course those Budokai series.
Not PS4, PS3. Yeah, there was.
Hmm.
Battle of Z had a PS3 release.
Hmm.
But yeah, oh, and even Xenoverse was released on the PS3 first.
That's great, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't really want to get that title on the PS3 because I have it on the PC.
Hmm.
So I might not want to buy that title again because I even completed it.
Hmm.
What else?
Peter asks, what about the Marvel vs. Capcom series?
Oh, Marvel vs. Capcom. But if I have to choose Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3,
Hmm.
because it has more characters.
Hmm.
You know, like Virgil.
Yeah, it's just that I realized that I have to make a few more flowers inside.
So basically, I'm gonna take for a ride. Wanna take for a ride. Also, that boosted.
Okay, what's wrong with this? How come I can't use correction? Honey, did you mess up my Wacom?
No, I didn't even touch it.
Are you sure you did not fool around with the settings?
No, I did not. Seriously, I didn't touch your.
Sorry, I don't mean to be harsh, but
Look, I didn't touch your
wait.
tablet.
Okay, I guess we had a bug then. Sorry, I apologize.
See?
Sorry.
But don't forget to do the walk, do the talk, don't be fooled, go to school, do the watch, do the touch, do it all the thing you have. Do
What?
the club, do the bad, don't be shy, do the laugh, do the club, do the shy, do it, never do it!
Whatever you say, honey. I
Please
believe
don't
you.
run about in my house, in my house. Please don't talk about it to a man, to a man. Please don't tell a lie, please don't make a lie. Please, please don't, never, never do it, do it!
Okay, honey.
Don't you understand what I mean when I say so? Never do it now, never do it now.
Okay, honey. Whatever you say, I believe you. Just don't kill me.
Did that make sense? Did that make any sense to you?
No.
Does Deadpool make any sense to you?
Yeah?
He doesn't make any sense. That's the thing. And that's his theme song in Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Ow! My elbow!
Reported for self-harm.
Call the ambulance!
But not for me!
Ah, you're killing me.
Softly.
Killing me softly. Something Nini.
Yeah. But yeah, I love Marvel vs. Capcom. I have Marvel vs. Capcom. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 on Steam.
Mm.
I even played it a bit, but on the previous PC and it lagged big time.
Well, you should give it a shot now.
Yeah, actually. I was planning after
What?
completing Dragon Ball Fighters.
Oh.
Yeah, I still need a lot of things to do.
So, how was your Genshin Impact play, by the way? Was it good?
As I said, I think it's pretty good. It's seriously like Breath of the Wild.
Wait,
But
you said it's like Breath of the Wild.
yeah, visually and atmosphere, like it's seriously something like that. But
I'm not gonna tell you again what to do.
seriously,
Someday. You know, I recommended that title for you many times. That's why I say I'm not gonna tell more words.
but I don't think that it's even close to that level.
By quality or.
Yes, it's kind of like quantity over quality.
Oh,
And don't get me wrong, it's not bad. It's really good, but
but.
I don't know. It's I kind how should I say? I think it's kind of empty.
That's not good if you feel that way. Are you sure you put more hours into that to say this?
I played it for 3 hours.
Well, that's not good then. That's not good.
So tomorrow I might try out something else.
So you don't get what's the fuss about it, I guess.
I might return to it.
Hey, Gizzy. Get raided.
I might return to it, don't get me wrong.
Hmm.
But not tomorrow. Tomorrow I will play something else.
Okay.
Maybe I will return to Yakuza 0.
Hmm. Yeah, you once started that game. I remember that.
Or try out something new.
I love you too, Gizzy, but I'm busy.
I was even actually thinking about playing with the Naruto titles.
Go on. You know, whatever pleases you.
Starting from the beginning.
Go on. It's up to you. Gizzy, Gizzy.
Psst, psst, psst.
You can't have the Gizzy. See?
Yep. Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. What?
Winnie the Pooh! Why? How come?
Because I'm still making that bloody DVD list we have.
Oh,
Yes.
this explains everything.
But I counted the animation part.
Mm-hmm.
Just the Hungarian animations.
Mm-hmm.
106. And altogether, so far.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. What? What happened, Pete? Everything's okay? Lullaby was that hit just now! Wow, what a coincidence!
Quinky dinky.
Or not?
So, altogether, so far, we have 286 DVDs. So far. And I still didn't do the
Hey, Pete!
hi. Hi. I
Huh?
started to say something.
Sorry. So, how many animations do we have?
106. Just the Hungarian releases.
Wow!
But altogether we have so far 286 DVDs. And I still didn't finish with the English releases, I mean the UK releases, and didn't even start the anime part. Yes.
Oh god.
I think it's going to be roughly around 350.
Yeah, roughly.
Roughly. Alright. Back to work. Holy shit.
What?
Someone made a 10-hour Sonic the Hedgehog all vocal songs video on YouTube.
What?
Yes. Ending with Team Sonic Racing and even unused tracks.
Hmm.
You know, Broken from Shadow the Hedgehog
Hmm.
and All of Me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and even the promotional Shadow the Hedgehog mix.
Huh.
To, you know, Tripod Baby.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Interesting, I know.
Yeah.
But seriously, a 10 hour, wow. So if you try, you can do anything.
Oh dear, pornography. That album is still brutal. Hey, wanna listen to pornography?
What?
Nothing! I just asked, wanna listen to pornography? Don't hurt that album. And not even me. That album is the darkest masterpiece.
E1 M1 intensifies.
Calm your tits, dude. So much no for an album. Yeah, actually, I sat down with B-Rex years ago when we were dating and showed him my, well, that one specific VHS tape I mentioned, and he liked it. Then we sat down to listen to the discography of The Cure, and once we reached pornography, well, let's just say that that's the nope. in in his life, that album is a nope. This looks a bit empty. How about we put some flowers there as well? Thanksies. It was temporarily got replaced with Spidey initiating thankful message. Thanksies. Anytime. Anytime. I just felt like I link it up to you so you can see the music video, although I believe I sent it to you before. If I'm not mistaken, of course. Don't tell me it's that song. It is. It's the strange day. Be right back. I'm gonna check Tiny Chow Garden in Sonic Advance. It's a bit lonely. I'm not gonna read it aloud if you don't mind. You dare to call you a chow like that? No comment. I also called him that in Essay Battle 2. Oh god. What? Do you know a better name outside Willy? Of course. We have Maurice and Prince. Okay. Hmm.
Can you pass me my headphones?
Sure.
Yep, there are. Thanks, Ease.
You're welcome.
Love you.
Love you too.
It's getting a bit chilly. Don't you think? It's getting a bit chilly, don't you think?
Yeah, it does.
But I kind of like it.
Oh, fine. For me at least.
Same here.
Alright, I think we are done with the colorings. It's just that I need to rearrange a few places. Nice work here, thanks! It's getting along together now, so we can start shading. And it's gonna be a quickie one. Hopefully. Still an amazing song, If Only Tonight We Could Sleep. One of my favorite songs from Kiss Me album. Okay, my child literally said, "Thank you for giving me such a beautiful name." Poor, poor, sweet child. Okay, I probably should make some strings here under the flower crown, in between the hair. So we can put the flowers together. Oh, easy now. Okay, I might give him a temporary name. Any ideas? It's up to you. Look, if you prefer calling your child like that, it's your deal. It's your thing. Got it, oh my god, it's getting hilarious now. It's getting better and better, guys. Seriously. You deserve a prize for giving such names for your chows. It's too long. Then Korchi. Call it Poboryan. I know, Mesenyő Február János. It's getting better and better now. Definitely. And I'm just here waving webs. It said, is it political to say tasty? What? Your chow is weird. Yeah, it is weird. Mm-hmm. That freaking cost 2000 and I can't collect at all at normal stages, just at mini games, and they don't only at like 20 each. Okay? Anyway, I'm shutting it off now. Dezsőke needs sleep. Dezsőke needs no sleep. Sleep is for the weak. By the way, Peter, guess which song is about to come soon after this I'm listening to right now? I can already see it. What? When I played it via emulator, I could farm rings on each stage. Wow. Okay, I'll check it with Nox. Pete, feel free to ask anything about Sonic. Feel free to ask anything Sonic related from Virex. He knows everything. What are the odds of having a goosebump after Lullaby? Not too much in my history, but the first one happened. That's why I was looking at my arm. Hey! Yes, I'm currently reapplying all the shades I made before because I was satisfied with them and I don't want to lose them. Yeah, I kinda messed up these parts. They were pretty off. Guess I have to be careful with applying these shades now. You were damn right. Holy Pesk, I'm gonna be rich. Hey!
What? What?
Boy thanked you.
Oh.
walk on the wild side was just now on hit. Does it ring a bell? No, not really. Seems like we're still living with elephants above. Oops. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Alright, let's give it a listen. I haven't heard that song before, to be honest. Sounds chilly. It's good. It's a pretty chilly tune. Not bad. I can hear you ASMRing. Smoke in the Water, yeah, that's a classic. That's a classic from Deep Purple. Bad from MJ, that's a classic too. I'm currently listening to The Hanging Garden. So, what would you say about the percentage of completion of Charlotte? Well, judging by its current state, I'm doing the shading now, so I'm over 50%, I think. I will have to do some highlights for sure here and there, and I plan to add textures as well here and there. So it's not done yet, but I'm halfway through now, I think.
Oh my god, so many notifications out of nowhere.
I see, and the other shelf, let's not talk about that. If you mean the like cockatoo piece, it still needs a lot of work, and I'll be back there after I finish this. It's a huge picture there, and I have to sort out how to shade it because it's just as detailed, if not even detailed than this. It's worse. Let's just say that. Hmm. Mhm. By the way, now there is a curious mood. Do you happen to know any backstories behind any of their songs? Ooh. Besides Lullaby, yeah. Yeah, couple of them. Couple of them, but not too much. I know that Robert was heavily inspired by many of his favorite books, and one of them is, well, it's given Charlotte sometimes. The other that is similar to this is Killing an Arab from Boys Don't Cry album. It was heavily inspired by I don't know how to pronounce it. Please excuse my French. Lestrange or The Stranger. I don't know what's it called, but I know that in Hungarian it's called Közöny by Camus, Albert Camus. What else? Letters. A letter to Elise, or Letters to Elise, was inspired by a Kafka novel. And what else do I know? Jupiter Crash was inspired by a current celestial celestial scenery that happened in real life. That there was actually a comet that flew nearby the planet Jupiter. And also Robert is a huge fan of not astronomy, what's it called? I don't know the name of that science part, but basically it's a part of science where you study planets, the stars, space, everything, all in all. Astrology, thank you. Um, what else? What else? Hmm. I mentioned Lullaby, I know. Shiver and Shake was written when he was pissed off of Lord Torhurst, the drummer of The Cure, back in the back during the Kiss tour. They had a very bad fight between each other, um, and it resulted Lord being kicked out in the end. What else? I'm trying to recall everything I can from my knowledge. There is one uh, involving Christabel, a mermaid or a siren, not sure about which one, in A Foolish Appointment. Foolish Arrangement, sorry. I missed the lyrics, I'm getting tired now. What else? Love Song was a marriage gift from Robert to his childhood sweetheart, who he actually married to, and she's called Mary. Um, what else? Trying to think about everything I know. 39 was written on the album Blood Flowers during the time he was actually 39. Sorry if I messed up the numbers again. So 39 was. I'm not sure if he had written it back when he was 39 or when he was about to turn 40. Basically, that song is about, well, being afraid of empty and out of ideas. Everything he had in his mind back when he was 39, it's terrible to see that he believed that there's nothing more and that he will be well left without words. He won't be able to write any songs or do anything involved with music. Pornography was, well, that's a bizarre story out there. The whole album. It's basically it was written because, well, according to Robert, he was on a path, on a very negative and dark path, where he had to choose between two roads. One of them is committing suicide, the other is writing out all the frustration, all the depression, everything he had in his mind and in his heart to feel better. And that's how pornography was made. And I've just recently read that after the making of Faith, they, the Cure itself turned to bizarre and grotesque imaginary, and that also played a huge part, in making pornography. About the top, well, the whole album, not just songs, the whole album itself, um, was written full with booze and drugs. And when I first listened to that album, knowing that this is how it was made, I just facepalmed that that whole album really smells like drugs and booze. um, Moving on to the Head on the Door, um, I can recall that Close to Me was inspired heavily by one of his dreams. It's very claustrophobic, I know, And of course, you can see the claustrophobia in the music video of it when they get stuck in a cupboard, which eventually happens to fall down from the cliff and right into the sea. I've mentioned lullaby before, and what else can I bring up as inspiration? Not too much, to be honest, because some of the songs inspiration is behind the lyrics most of the times, but not in every piece. Not sure though which ones are the ones I forgot to mention in this. Coming to this question, when it comes to backstories. Oh, speaking of backstories, I forgot to mention Charlotte sometimes. And it's a very interesting case when it comes to that song because there was a, I wouldn't say copyright infringement, but something like that between the author of Charlotte sometimes and the Cure itself. I've read that there was a there was the court in the case because most of the lyrics are almost quoting the book itself word to word, and you will notice this if I read along the novel Charlotte sometimes, especially the first chapter. I remember that the author of Charlotte and Robert sorted out the stuff, the copyright stuff between each other, but there was a big fuss about it, a big trouble between them. And that's all I can recall for now. No matter, you're very informative nevertheless. Thank you. I'm pretty sure I've omitted a lot, but these are the ones I can recall for right now. You can read the CUREous blog I've linked before, and sorry. And check the songs there, each and every one of them. Siggy really summarized everything, what you can read about each song. Oh, and speaking of trivia, last week we read lots of Faith lyrics in a poetic way, and I don't know if you have recognized it, but Faith is literally about wondering what makes people believe in churches and Jesus itself. I mean, what makes them believe, what makes them have faith. And in the meantime, another one flashed into my mind. Kiss Me has that one specific song, The Snake Bit. It was inspired by a real life event, and I wouldn't call it too pleasant. Um, if my memory serves me well, that song is basically about Robert being trapped between women and being in a, well, sort of druggish, sort of drug, under drug influence or alcohol influence. I don't know, but the whole setting is about seeing all these people being drunk and drugged and all the ladies wanting him. It's just, ugh, ugh, bad. Yep, there's even this backstory of a title song, maybe. I think it was Robert visiting a church or something. Yeah, he actually visited prayers a few times. Kind of like studying people, why they do what they do. Don't forget that he came from a very, very religious family. If you look up his bio, he went to lots of Catholic schools, and I don't envy him about it. Actually, I. if my memory serves well, he also made trouble as a child there. He was a really naughty boy back then. But I guess that's just the magic of his life. He wanted to be unique. I remember that when he said in an interview or in one of the biographical books that he performed his first concert in a big, oversized black pullover, knitted pullover, if I'm not mistaken, and that that was scandalous in the school. I also remember that he was kicked out many times. But what were we expecting from somebody so unique? He could have been a good boy, but I don't know, I just see that musical geniuses like him or others tend to be rebellious in their own freaky ways, strange ways. Sorry. I think I'm gonna save the night again. Well, to finish streaming, don't worry. It's just that I'm almost done with the shading and I don't want to leave it just yet. Meanwhile, another inspiration story flashed into my mind. Head on the Door, The Blood. It was inspired by a specific wine the cure tasted in Spain, if I'm not mistaken. And its name was uh, the Blood of Christ, if I'm not mistaken, which you can hear in the song as well. Honey, everything alright?
I just haven't seen such a fuck up in such a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still making our DVD list.
Mm-hmm.
And I left out some of the series actually.
Mm-hmm.
But I just wanted to check out Clerks, the cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
So I found it on a site called pepita.hu.
Mm-hmm.
It's listed as kids cartoon.
Are you fucking Jade, Silent Bob are kids cartoon.
I mean, just looking at the DVD cover,
It's not kid friendly.
I mean,
The heck, yes! Exactly.
all of them are fucking naked, butt naked,
Yeah.
on the DVD cover.
Yeah.
I know they're cartoon figures here, but still, it counts. Why? Oh God, why?
I don't know. And I'm not sure if I want to know.
Oh God.
Epic fail. Epic fail if you ask me. Alright, I will shade this and then I might finish it for today.
Oh, I was the calculator.
Hmm?
I was looking for a calculator because they didn't list a full runtime. Just 6 episode, 22 minutes each.
Mm. Oh God. You said the same, right?
I just had to because this is unbelievable.
Tell me about it. Seriously though. Who? Why? When? I'm lost at words. Honey, is everything alright?
Oh God, no.
I can hear it's not, but I have to
Oh
ask.
God, no.
Honey,
And they even recommend it for kids.
epic fail.
Why?
Oof, oh god. Almost, and I just have to shade the big leaves and oh god. The basic shading will be done. Ah. Okay.
Children films and cartoons greatly support your child.
What?
I'm just trying to read it, but it's so funny.
What?
Children films and cartoons greatly supports your children.
Okay.
Seriously?
Okay, I think
Okay.
we've lost B-Rex.
Mental intelligence, the growth of their mental intelligence. Yes, Clerks Animated really supports your child.
Okay.
Improve mental health improvement. It really does support. He will become a fucking stoner.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh God. Can't believe this shit.
Send it to Jay.
What?
Send it to Jay. He will appreciate it.
It's in Hungarian, sorry, so. But still.
I'm pretty sure both Jay and Kevin Smith would love that.
But I will send this to someone who also loves the View SQ.
Hmm. Another inspiration source flashed into my mind. Remember the song Love Cats?
Yes.
It was inspired by the Aristocats.
Nice.
Yeah. And there was another novel that inspired the song in which people literally killed cats.
Nice.
What did you say? It's nice that.
No, it's not nice they were killing cats, but it's nice that that was inspired by it.
Yeah, literally. Remember the chorus? Into the sea, you and me?
Yeah.
In the novel, they literally did it.
Fuck them.
Yeah, they backed in the cats like Forrest when he was a kitty and woof into the sea. Not sure about the novel though. Which one was it? And speaking of love cats, when I was a child, I remember that Cartoon Network used to have a. Well, I wouldn't say it was a promo or short, I don't know what it's called, but had a mini music video with it featuring cartoon cats. It It was really cute.
So it's almost 10 o'clock.
I know. And I'm gonna finish it for today. Well, this is how we look like now. Looks cool. Alright. That's it for today, kiddies. So, thank you for watching. And see you tomorrow with B-Rex. Getting some DOS games. You're tired. I know, me too. Anywho, thanks for joining and see you next time. Bye bye!